G'day, welcome back. Today we're going to see a nice cool new feature of the Ruleset wizard. So I've made a couple of frames. We saw a frame in the last session where we made the desktop frame. So I've made a couple of other frames. You can see it's saved in this folder. Now I'm simply going to grab them. I'm going to drag them into these folders I already created, drop them into frames. It's going to pop up and ask me new frame. I say yep, and my 5 frames appeared. Now remember that Fantasygrounds uses 9 slices, so it's created the frames, but it's just used the default slice of 0, 0, 0, 0. So I need a slice that comes down from the top low enough to encompass all of this, and the same at the bottom. So let's do from the left, we want 0. From the top we'll try 500. 0 from the right, and from the bottom we'll go 100. And you can see these nice green lines. They indicate where the frames will start and finish. So we don't have anything on left or right. We just got top, middle, and bottom. We've got 500 here. We can probably try this at 450. Cool. And I can't see the bottom here, but we can preview it, and if we make this frame here a little bit bigger, we can see that at 100 we've got a straight line here, so it's cutting a little bit off. Lengthwise this is going to tile perfectly, but we need to adjust just the bottom frame a little bit higher, so we'll change this one to 150 and we'll preview that again. And that's pretty good. So this is what our desktop's going to look like once we do that. So our desktop's done. Let's look at that character sheet. So character sheet is very similar to our desktop. We don't have anything at the bottom. We want to tile it lower than this line here, but you notice we've also got an edge frame around it. So instead of going 0 on the left, we're going to go something like 5, 400, 5, 5, and 5 is possibly 1 pixel too big. I wasn't sure how big I made those. Let's try 4s. Yep, and we'll do the same. We'll preview this. We should have an edge here on each one. Now if we get this nice and wide, we can see that it has tiled here. I haven't done it quite as nicely as I was expecting. Okay, I haven't actually made this one cleanly in terms of a tiled image, so I've done a poor job on that one. The bottom one is good. The top one, I have this edge here. For the character sheet, it's probably not going to matter, but we might clean that up later on. Let's have a look at CT box. So the CT box, we have a dark border. We want our frame to actually be basically just this white section. So we'll try with something like 25, 60, 15, 70. Alright, so we're good on the left, top is too high. We're good on the right, bottom is too high. Let's try these at 36 and 48. Okay, pretty close. Alright, let's preview that one. Now the combat tracker, it's scaling nicely. It's mostly going to be about that width, and it's going to scale vertically, and it's doing that nicely. So I've made these frames with their intended target in mind. Utility box, okay, so that's the same as our car sheet. We can reuse here the same settings, and our utility box too. Alright, I've gone something different here. We've got ones that we have a left and a right rather than the top and the bottom. So in this one, we're going to go something like 70. We're going to go 4 for the top, which is just that dark border. We're going to go 90 on the right, 4 at the bottom. Okay, so you can see we need to go a little bit wider here. These couple of dots aren't going to be a big deal, but we definitely don't want any of this bleed here. So we're going to go to 75. And on the right, we've got to go a fair bit further, maybe 110, 120. Okay, close, close, close. We still need to go a little bit bigger on the right hand side. Okay, let's preview that one. Okay, it's nice at the small image size, but really nothing's going to be that small. Alright, we can see here, we've got these dots here. Color-wise, looks like hard to tell. It's possibly these two dots here, maybe some dots on both sides, but it's probably a little distracting. We want to clean that one up a bit. Probably see them repeat a couple more times. Yep. So let's make this side 80 and see if that has fixed it. Not quite. So it looks like we've probably got a couple of these dots here coming from the right hand side. So we'll make the right hand side 30, and I reckon that's, oh no, here we can see them 1, 2, 3. 90 is very, very, very close. Okay, I think that's pretty close. Alright, so we can see we could very quickly drag these frames in, multiple ones. Later on I'm going to drag a bunch of icons in and some fonts as well. But that's a really nice new feature. Just little time savers here that Psychedelics has added into the program. Nice and cool. Right, we do have to close these before they'll update any drop downs or become available for use in our coding. It won't matter in today's session, but it's just something to remember. Alrighty, I'll see you guys again real soon.